We got little Cory Cat babies hatched out. They're so little. I gotta turn the air down. Some of the eggs, I don't know if they're fungus or they just didn't hatch. Now, a lot of people put those guys in a little breeder box. I'm not gonna do that. I let them out in the tank. They're pretty active already. They'll probably hide up in the plants for a day or two. But they're so tiny, 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 tiny. You can see how little they are. They're just little things. Yep. And then there's some glass on the side of the tank. Glass, of course there's glass. There's some eggs on the side of the tank. If the snails don't eat them, they should hatch. The shrimp was on them, cleaning them. I just stuck them on there in the flow. They should do okay. A lot of people use breeder box. I don't know where they are. They're up on the side though. So there's a couple. Some people use a breeder box. I don't do that. I think there's plenty of food on the bottom of the tank. I'll put a little powder in. The shrimp love the powdered food. Whatever the fish don't eat, the shrimp will eat. I'll start doing it now. There'll probably be a day or two before they eat anything. There they have it. So that was 3 days since the eggs were laid on the side of the tank, and I stuck them in there. So I'm going to get them out of there now and just leave them float in the tank. They'll probably hide them. Probably won't see them for a week, but there's no predators in the tank to eat them. Just itty bitty. How big are they? They're really small. I don't know how to describe it. I mean, it's hard to say. They're tiny things. I think if there was baby brine shrimp in the tank, they'd be too small to eat it probably. Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just going to let them out of that little tumbler, and I'm going to put them in the tank and let them find their way around. Lots of people put them in the breeder box when they're this small. I mean, they're fine. There's no predation in the tanks. There's a little bit of current in the tanks, but there's a bunch of places they can hide from the current, get out of the current. But, yeah, let me see if I can turn this air off. Oh, I did. And now, that's it. I'm just going to take them out. But I'm not going to do it on camera. You're not going to be able to see it. And those other eggs in there, I don't know if they're viable or not. I'd probably just take them out too and just let them see what they do. If they're not viable, they'll get eaten by the shrimp and the snails. And if they are viable, they'll hatch within a couple of hours because they were all collected at the same time, those little, the eggs. But they're just so tiny. And anytime you want more babies, you got to pick the eggs off the glass and go through the process again. I don't think it's really necessary. You put them in the tumbler, but it does protect them from the snails because the snails will eat the eggs. But let's see if I can do this. Just below the snail, that's the eggs on the side of the glass. Are they viable or not? I don't know. It's hard to tell if they're fungus or not, or if they're viable. It's just hard to tell. You're better off when they get a little bigger. Well, there's a little spot of eggs there. But I did have the air running real strong, so I'm gonna, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna take these guys out of the little tumbler. Let them, this is a 29-gallon tank. It's not terribly big, but I've heard some people say they'll wear themselves out swimming to find food and they'll die. Huh. Come on, I call bullshit on that one, straight up. Look at them swimming. They're not going to die. They'll hide. They'll eat the biofilm if they need to. They'll find stuff. There's food in the tanks. I feed them daily. You know, I'll put a little of that powder in. They'll find it. If they don't find it, the shrimp will find it. The snails will find it. Because you got to feed pretty heavy. And I'm going to have some brine shrimp going too. And I think I add a lot of brine shrimp because they like to eat the food that's laying on the bottom. They're not really going to chase food, you know. They're going to eat what they find on the bottom. They're scavengers. That's what they do anyway. So you just put some powdered food on there. There's good circulation. It's not over. It's not too much. It's fine. And it worked before. I can prove it. I got the babies up top from the last brood, full grown. How about that? So it's been about 2 months. I don't know how many's in there. Can you count? 5, 6, 10? Are they still hatching? I don't know. Probably. I don't like leaving them in the tumbler. But I am going to put them out in the tank, and then we'll follow up. So enjoy your day. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I could use all the help I can get. Welcome to all the new subscribers, and thank you to all the old subscribers for returning and watching my video. Have a good one, folks.